Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Open House Live, the only show on YouTube that showcases properties live listed for sale. Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great time with the family.
You too. You too. We missed last week just because of the holidays and I was out of town, but we're back at it for another episode.
So getting people out there. Lots of open house this weekend all around Las Vegas Valley.
Yeah. So, this is our second episode. We're still fine tuning everything that we're doing. But one of the things we want to bring you every couple of weeks is a little segment called Manguel's Market Minute. Now, Paul is what's your actual title at Stewart Title?
I'm a senior business development officer, which is
Awesome. And
a very long title for a sales rep. And I work with the realtors and lenders and help them find business. That's my job every day.
So part of what you do is you have to have a knowledge of the market, right?
100%, as we all do as we work in this real estate market.
Yeah. So Manguel's Market Minute, he is going to go over the real estate market in Las Vegas, what's happening right now, what the trends are, and what we might be able to expect coming up in the future. So Paul, take it away with your Market Minute.
All right. Thanks. Well, we just brought this up, and these stats are compliments of Stewart Title. And also, we've got this from the MLS, the Las Vegas MLS. When you look, we're about 91 median days on the market, which is pretty good. We're looking at 3 months. It's a really good thing to set expectations for your sellers when you're taking their listing in order for them to understand that homes aren't just flying off the market like they were a couple of years ago. Average price per square foot at $271 and it continues to creep up. The current inventory right around just under 12,000 homes, which that breaks down to be about 4.5 months worth of inventory. Now, a healthy market is still right around 5 to 6 months. So we're in a good spot. If we had significantly less than that, it would be much more of a seller's market, but feel like we're in a bit of a buyer's market right now with some of these opportunities and homes that are on the market a little bit longer. The expired listings, we're seeing those creep up as they started out in a much lower level. And as towards the end of the year, the expireds tend to come up, meaning that their house was on the market for a while and they decided they didn't want to sell, or for some reason they didn't relist with that particular agent. And those numbers seem to be creeping up as well. The median list price, I remember when this was 190,000 many, many years ago, which is pretty exciting that we're at 549,000. The good thing is, if you're a homeowner, it's a great time to own a home because you've probably seen some appreciation in the last several years. The tough part about a number like that, it's hard for the first-time home buyer to get into this market, but there are still some opportunities. There's some great down payment assistance programs and things that can help anyone get into a house these days. Interest rates are a little higher than we want them to be, but now's as good a time as any to purchase. And Mike, what do you think about these numbers?
It's, we've been in the industry for 20 plus years. It's crazy to see these numbers compared back to like 2005. And then once we kind of crashed 2010, 2011, and really the numbers that stick out at me are the median list price and the average price per square foot.
For sure. For sure.
I remember, we were at our height in 2007. I think we're looking at 325,000 was the median list price.
Yeah, something I remember exactly, but yeah. I remember the days on the market was like you couldn't. I remember at one point there was less than 2,000 homes available on the market, yeah. And homes as soon as they were listed, realtors had offers ready to go. All they had to do was enter in the sales price, enter in the address, and they would be sending offers over the moment they came up on the MLS. Yep. It was pretty insane, but not where we are right now. And hopefully with our open house guests today, we can get them a little bit more traction to check out what's happening.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it. First agent that we're going to be working with today is Andy Stahl from Raintree Real Estate. Andy, how are you?
Good morning. I'm well, fellas.
What's up, Andy? How are you, my friend?
Good, Paul. I like your Manguel's Marketing Minute, or as I like to call it,
It's very tasty, isn't it?
Oh, very.
Where are you at today, Andy?
Today I'm up in Centennial Hills. My favorite zip code in the valley, because I live here, 89131. Probably one of the most rural areas of town. And I got a nice house that I'm trying to sell. So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to show it off.
Absolutely. Before we jump into looking at the house, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I opened my brokerage. It'll be 10 years in March. And I specialize in probates and trust sales. This is a trust sale, but the owners are still alive. So it's not one of those that I'm working with heirs or anything like that. But I just have a small brokerage up here in the Northwest, and I love helping people. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Great. Awesome. Well, let's jump right into the property you got.
Great. So this is a little tidbit I mentioned to you guys in the green room. This past week, Zillow released a study about the most searched terms in every state. And it was very interesting that the desert Southwest, Arizona, California, Utah, Nevada, had something to do with extra living space or outdoor living, things like that. Casitas, ADUs, extra indoor outdoor living, but Nevada's specifically was RV parking. And so this 3,300 square foot single story up in Centennial Hills has a various RV parking pad with hookups. And so the original owners of this house, I'm the only agent that's ever sold this house, helped the original owners, and then I'm reselling it. They had the house situated a little bit further south on the lot, so they have a nice deep RV parking area. It is 1/3 of an acre on a corner lot, and it's got a nice big backyard and covered patio. And then as we head inside, it's a Pulte home from, 2004. This house was built. So it's been kept up, taken care of, got tile floors and nice fresh paint. The current owners were only in the house about a year before they decided they wanted a casita, another one of the most common search terms according to Zillow. But the cool thing about this house is, speaking of casitas, they originally planned to take this side of the house, which has the spare bedrooms down this hallway. There's 3 spare bedrooms, each with an ensuite. And if you notice, there's a second entrance to the house right here out to the courtyard. Well, by closing off this hallway here, somewhere around this entryway, this could become like an attached casita, like a junior dwelling unit, as they call it. They decided they wanted an actual detached casita, but that was the original plan for this house, was to have the main living area and then the primary bedroom here, and then have a second living area for when kids were visiting from out of town. And as is typical, everyone, for these Pulte homes from back in the era, nice big primary bathroom with 2 walk-in closets and a separate shower and tub. Really well kept, and all we need is a buyer.
Beautiful.
Love it. And that RV parking, I hear agents ask for that all the time, and I see on their social media posts. So I understand why it's such a big deal these days to get something like that.
Right. I mean, it's these lots up here in this area. As you can see, I'm still wandering through the house and now stepping into the courtyard. These are large lots up here. I mean, the way they zoned a lot of 89131 is for quarter, third, even half-acre lots. So lots of room for toys and pools and RV parking and things like that.
Now you mentioned,
but real cute neighborhood.
Yeah, and you mentioned the size of the lot. Is this to also have enough room in the back if they wanted to? Let's say they want to do an ADU in the back. Is that something that would be in this size backyard?
Yes, actually. So I know the setbacks in this area are about 10 feet from the property lines. And so this property has more than enough room, keeping that 10-foot setback and 6 feet from the main structure to put in another accessory dwelling unit. I mean, you could, I didn't really focus too much on the backyard, but it's a good size.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you could put a casita in the northeast corner or the southeast corner, so you don't block your view of Gas Peak. But yeah, there's more than enough room for this. And being that you're on a corner, it's really easy to get, if you needed to open up the wall to bring in construction equipment or something like that, it's a piece of cake because we're the corner lot here.
A lot of room. Very good.
Yep.
Hey, Andy, did you say that it has an attached casita or detached?
It could be an attached casita.
Got it.
All it needs is a door between the spare bedrooms and the main part of the house, and you could call it an attached casita because it has that separate entrance at the courtyard.
What I like about that also is, Lennar is building those next gen homes. So this is kind of could be an older model of a next gen home.
Correct. Yeah, this extra door here from the courtyard in, this is where if you framed shut the hallway on this side, this whole wing here could be like an attached casita. And they'd have their own living space. There's 2 bathrooms over there. It'd be a piece of cake to add a kitchenette or something like that.
Right.
Very good.
What's your favorite feature about this house, Andy?
I'm a sucker for a corner lot. The house I live in, I'm at a corner, and I love not having neighbors on one side, or 2 sides, including the front. So the fact that this is a 3rd acre on a corner lot, we're up here in Wyeth Ranch, for anybody who knows Centennial Hills, at Elkhorn and Tenaya. So right in the thick of the most rural zip code on a corner lot, but yet only a couple minutes from the highway or grocery stores or the big box stores. So, but the corner lot really is the ticket.
Got it.
And of course the RV parking, since everybody's searching for that.
Right. Now, with that RV parking, there's full hookups out there as well, right?
There's no sewer hookup at the moment. There's a way to do it, but there's not currently a sewer hookup. But it has water and electric.
Cool.
Very good.
Beautiful house. Great house, actually. So, Andy, you said you deal a lot with probate and trust sales. For our
don't get me started talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have enough time for that. I've known Andy for a long time, and he's very passionate about it. But he also is a great realtor and does a great job with those estate sales and things like that.
Mike, what question do you have?
Yeah, give us one nugget that someone can do, because you deal with this a lot, that they can plan for the future in their home, overcoming probate or dealing with the probate issue, the probate process.
Yeah. The number one thing you can do is talk with Paul, talk with your escrow officer, your title officer when you're buying the house, because a lot of times people put the vesting incorrectly when they're buying a house, or they don't think about what could happen down the road, and they'll own it as sole and separate property or as husband and wife, as joint tenants, in which you lose the tax benefits of community property with right to survivorship. Anyhow, point is, speak with your escrow officer, who should be Paul at Stewart Title, and get him to make sure it's vested correctly. And even if you have to buy the house in your name because you're getting a loan for it or something like that, get a trust. Set up a trust for yourself, a revocable living trust, so that way, if anything happens to you and your spouse or your friend, whoever you own the house with, that it avoids.
Thank you for the plug, Andy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, Paul, we deal with these things, so that's
all
definitely the easiest thing to do is triple check the vesting. Don't just assume what's the paper that slid in front of you is the best way to own the house. Talk with people about the best way to own it. Yep.
100%. All right.
Awesome. Well, Andy, any final thoughts about this property?
Just that I'm surprised we're still on the market. It really is a good house. I love this neighborhood. I live about 1 minute south of here. Been up here for 12 years. It's just a great area. And I mean, this house checks a lot of boxes. I wish it had a swimming pool, but such is life. It does have the RV parking room for a pool if you wanted one. And it's been very well kept. Like I said, I knew the original owners, helped them sell it to the current owners who I know. And so I'm the only agent that's ever sold this house besides the original Pulte sales rep. So give me a call if you have questions about it, and I'm happy to fill you in on all the details.
You know what? That's one thing last week Stephanie Manguel was on, and she had a property that she had originally sold. I don't know if it was 15 or 18 years ago. And she was the only agent that's ever sold that property. What have you done over the years that has kept a great relationship with your client, that they come back to you?
It's really staying front of mind. I mean, when I help people buy houses, I'm a boutique brokerage. I don't do hundreds of deals a year. I do a lot, but I don't do hundreds. But I stay in touch with my clients who usually become my friends. On Tuesday, I rented out a movie theater for that animated movie, David. And I invited all my church friends and clients to come to the movie. And it's not like a marketing thing. It's just because I like the people that I work with. Good people know good people is what I usually say. And so by staying in touch with people and making them friends and bringing them eggs, which Paul can explain to you later, you keep yourself front of mind. So if someone thinks real estate, they think Andy. And certainly if they have a complicated question about a probate or something that's unorthodox, I love those. Being able to help people through those extremely complicated transactions, that just warms my soul. And I say that with all sincerity. So really just staying front of mind, staying in touch with people, sent out a couple hundred Christmas cards with a lot of personal notes. And so I like to think that people like me, they trust me, and they keep coming back for more.
Awesome, man.
Awesome. Well, Andy, you're going to be hosting this open house until 2:00 today, correct? Yep.
Give me a call, like I said, up at Elkhorn and Jones in the Northwest, 89131.
Awesome. Well, Andy, thank you for being with us today. We greatly appreciate your expertise and knowledge.
Yeah, thanks for hosting this. This is a lot of fun. And it's always a pleasure to see my man, Paul.
All right. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for coming on today, man. We appreciate you.
Yep. Appreciate you too. Bye, guys.
Talk to you. Bye.
Nice house.
Great house.
I like that.
Yeah, great start for the day.
Yeah. Northwest, Centennial Hills, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, possible ADU or next gen home. Good home to go take a look at.
Very good. Yeah. All right. So who's up next, Mike?
Next up, we have got Carmen Miller. Carmen is with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. And let's bring her on. Hey,
Good
Carmen,
morning.
how are you?
Hi, how are you? Can you guys hear me? I
We
did
can
put
hear
the
you
mic
just
on,
fine.
even though I'm really loud.
No,
We
got
hear you great.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys? I'm really excited to be a part of this live tour. I think it's like the next thing that's coming out for agents to get their properties seen without them having to come out to the home.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, we love the concept. We think it's a great way to give agents more exposure, because a lot of agents are not jumping on YouTube yet. So we thought it was just a great way to give more exposure to agents and, show people what the homes out there are really looking like, and they can interact live with us. So thought it was a good idea.
We did have an open house here last weekend. As Paul, we had over 70 guests. This is just an amazing home, and I'm excited to show it to you guys.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Awesome.
house. I saw it in person last week. I got to walk it with Carmen and someone from her team. So let's see what you got, Carmen. Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, we are here in the heart of Green Valley in this completely remodeled home, 3,800 square feet on a 10,000 square feet lot, 5 bedrooms and a heated pool. So let's go and check it out. Brand new wrought iron doors to the brand entrance, which I absolutely love. We have an open concept living room and dining room and 22-foot ceilings. As we walk through the house, you'll see that they have left nothing unfinished. It's completely remodeled.
Hey, Carmen.
Fireplace has backlighting to it, very soft backlighting. The feature wall as you walk into the door is all backlit with soft lighting.
I'll ask a question.
What do you want me to do?
Turn it around.
Oh, sorry. We're going to turn this around so you guys can
There we go.
So-
see it a little better.
You can probably see me now.
Hey, and
Okay.
Carmen, if you can,
Yeah.
stay a little closer to the camera. I know you're not using a microphone, so as you get
Okay.
further away, we have a hard time hearing you.
Okay, so we're going to start over a little bit so you can see everything. We're going to back up to the door. We're going to back up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I really want you guys to see these 20-foot ceilings. All of the backlighting behind the fireplace. It's very softly staged. The wrought iron for the stairwell and the wall with also the soft backlighting.
Yeah, the backlighting on that wall is pretty cool. I saw it.
It's
It's a
really
nice,
cool,
it's a nice
right?
touch. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the great thing about this is that there's also a bedroom downstairs that has a 3/4 bathroom, closet, lot of natural light coming through. And the bathroom also has a shower with the backlighting. Very soft. So if you're getting up in the middle of the night, you don't have to turn on the light. The whole bathroom is already illuminated. I'm going to take you to the family room, which is very, very open. They've mastered the indoor-outdoor living. And one of my favorite things in this house, besides the kitchen, is this water vapor fireplace. Which in Vegas, this adds a little moisture to your home. It's very, very dry here, everyone knows. Everything's been staged in a very, very, very light, soft feel. And let's go to the favorite part of the home. Stainless steel appliances, double ovens, microwave with warmers. This is one of my favorites. Stainless
Very good,
steel refrigerator.
good entertaining
Yes.
kitchen with and with that big backyard right there. That's a good indoor outdoor feel.
Oh, I'm going to show you that. That's coming up. All of the cabinets are push to touch. If you look at the floor, it's all soft LED lights also, so you don't have to turn on any lights when you walk into the kitchen. There's a pot filler there over top of the stove. And this is a nice little unique touch. The secret pantry.
Love those.
Ah, I like that a lot, actually.
So I'm going to take you guys out to this 10,000 square foot lot. Very, very spacious. We have the folding doors, accordion doors. Perfect for indoor, outdoor living. This could be your patio area, your chairs. You can have dinner. There is a new outdoor kitchen, all new appliances, covered, which is perfect to shield you from the sun. And we have our pool which is oversized and you can't get any more in Vegas. I think we're limited to 650 square feet. Is that what the new pools are now being built? Spacious side yard. You could also set up something for the family over there. It's an entertaining house for sure. And the last but not
Definitely.
least, I want to take you guys upstairs to the primary.
I came to this house last week, Mike, and when I was there, got to look at the entire place. And at 1.25, the listing price of this house, I feel it's a steal because it's such a big house
Right.
in a gated community that is in like right in the heart of Green Valley Ranch, like she mentioned. It's one of those homes where I was actually quite surprised the price at what it is, especially for being almost 4,000 square feet.
And a third of an acre, 15,000 or
Yeah.
quarter of an acre, 10,000
Yeah.
square foot lot.
Like the fact that it hasn't, the fact that last week it didn't go under contract, I'm actually quite surprised. But again,
Yeah.
it's the holidays, and so I'm sure something's coming soon. But I'm looking at all the finishes, looking at all of it smells like a brand new house because it is. I mean, everything is brand new.
It really does. And they touched everything. Then you
Yeah.
get a little view from the top of the stairs. It's just
Now,
so
Carmen,
elegant.
Carmen, the house is
Very
staged.
small walk here.
If someone puts an offer on the house, can they have the staging? Can they put an offer on the staging furniture and stuff as well?
Of course they can.
All right.
Everything's negotiable.
That's the right answer.
Here we have a very spacious primary with a fireplace and a balcony. One of the things I love most about this house is that it was not a partial remodel. It is a complete remodel from top to bottom. Everything has been touched. There isn't a flaw in any of the designing. And to continue the cabinetry and the Italian quartz throughout the rest of the bathroom. Big soaker tub. Rain shower, head sprayer, and a custom closet.
Hey, Carmen, do you know who did the custom remodel?
The owners themselves did the custom
Okay.
remodel. Yeah. And they are motivated sellers. They want to move on to the next project. And so this is pretty much, we have the thing also I like about this is that the primary is separate from the other side of the house. So you have 3 additional bedrooms here that are completely separate from the primary.
And that guest room downstairs is great for with the bathroom connected to it right there. So if you have people coming in for the holidays, they are downstairs and feel like they have their own space as well.
One of these secondary bedrooms also had a walk-in, and then they continued the secondary bathroom with all of the finishes throughout the house. So everything is the same.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So Carmen, you're there from 12 to 3 today.
I'm here from 12 to 3 today. I welcome all visitors. It's a gated community, so they'll have to give me a call at 702-775-6776. I am a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway in the Summerlin office, and I'm excited to see all of my new guests and possibly bring in an offer.
Let's go.
Hey, Carmen, you said the home was staged. Who actually staged it?
So the home is staged by me. I have a company called Lux Staging, and I primarily do the staging for my clients and for agents that I kind of personally know. It's Really, really affordable. It's luxury furniture. I don't know if you saw when you walked in, but there is a mirror. That mirror is about 300 pounds. So this is really elegant furniture. I do it very affordable, around about $500 a room, which is very, very affordable compared to what other agents are coming to me and saying.
Absolutely. Now, could other agents like Andy on his property, could he reach out to you and work on staging his house?
Andy could definitely reach out to me. Everything is custom to the house. So it depends on the feel that the sellers and the sellers agents want when you walk through the door. The sellers here wanted a more elegant feel, so that's what they got. I've staged some properties in Las Vegas Country Club. It was more mid-century modern, so we did leathers and we did a little bit of fur. We did some things that were very fun.
If you would explain the importance of staging a home.
You know, there's nothing like walking through the door and feeling like you could actually just live here. When we had the open house last weekend, there were over 70 guests. They sat, they relaxed, they had a conversation. It gives the guest and the potential buyer an opportunity to kind of live in the house and to see their own things there. It's one thing when you stage, do the virtual staging, when you do your listing, but when you walk through the door and you feel that elegant feel, which is what they wanted for this home, I think that it is a very good reason to have the staging, to have the buyers really want to feel at home and potentially make an offer because they like the property so much.
Yeah, if I could impart my opinion on staging.
Yes,
So, and this is for sellers out there. It's about emotion. You know, when sometimes a house has to be sold with nothing in it. We understand that. But if you can stage a home, it allows for a buyer to feel more, not just see the house, but they feel more. They feel the emotion in the house. And as a seller, as a listing agent, that's what you're looking for. You're looking
Yes.
for buyers to feel emotionally vested in a home.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. Great job.
I agree with you.
All right, Carmen. Well, thanks for joining us today, and best of luck today. I hope you have another. The weather's beautiful, and you did it just right. You pushed all the rain earlier in the week, so you can have a really good open
There we
house
go. It's super
this
sunny
weekend.
outside. Yeah,
It's
it's super
beautiful.
sunny outside. I'm looking forward to another really successful open house. And I want to do this again with you guys because I'm going to get better and better. And I really love this idea. Last open house, like I said, we had over 70 guests. We have two very, very interested people coming back today. But we had Cornelius Herring on the keyboards. He was playing Christmas tunes and he was bringing in the holiday with the guests that came in. And I really like this idea. So I'd like to be able to do this on the next one.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Thanks for the support. We'd love to have you back on again. Then get this one sold and move on to the next one.
Yep. Remember, Carmen Miller Branch, Berkshire, Hathaway, 702-775-6776. And this property is listed for $1.25 million, but my sellers are very, very motivated.
All
Great.
right.
Thanks, Carmen.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for your time, Carmen. Have a great day today. I like that house. Like I guys have mentioned before, I saw it personally, and I don't think the tour that she did was great, giving us a good look of all the rooms and everything that was available. But I can tell you, being there and just seeing how spacious the downstairs is and the lead out into the backyard with that big open the sliding glass door that disappears. Just it was a very, very great transition to the outdoors. And if you like being outside, the house faces south, so you have a lot of shade during the day, but the pool is just in a good enough spot where the pool gets the heat all throughout the day. It's not blocked by the house even when the sun is coming that direction, and it's in a really good area.
Awesome. No, that is an awesome house. And I think you and I are both surprised that it's still on the market.
Yeah.
Even though it's listed at over $1 million, the amount of space that you get with that property, you don't
Mhm.
normally see it in Vegas.
Yeah, especially with the complete remodel. It's if you went into any of the, I haven't been in the other homes in that particular neighborhood. However, knowing the age of the neighborhood and knowing where it is in Green Valley Ranch, the homes around it, there are old, the homes are older, and I can imagine many of them are dated, but this one is completely remodeled top to bottom, and it's definitely worth the to go check it out.
You know what? We're spoiled here in Vegas. We say a home's dated, built in the
Right,
early 2000s, early or
right,
late 90s.
right.
We go into other cities and homes are built in the 40s, the 30s, the 50s,
Yeah, no,
and
that's for
those
sure.
homes sell like hotcakes. So,
Yeah,
yeah, great
true
home.
story. Right on. All right.
Well, let's jump to our last realtor today. Gentleman named Erik Newkirk with Willow Manor Real Estate.
Hey
Erik,
guys, how
how are
you
you?
doing? I'm doing well. How about you?
We're doing
Good
good.
morning.
Really good.
Love the hair. Love the haircut, Eric. It's that time of year. I know how it goes. Hope you hit it some sunscreen.
It's
But
it's not losing hair, it's gaining face, right?
exactly.
Hey,
So
Erik,
tell us about. Go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Mike.
I was going to do the same thing. Tell us more about yourself. Tell us who you are, how long you've been in the business.
I'm Erik Newkirk with Willow Manor. We're the number one team with Keller Williams, the marketplace. I'm in my fifth year of real estate. I closed 9 million this year, 123 career sales. I'm formerly a golf pro. I played for UNLV for 1 year and worked as a caddy at Southern Highlands for 12 years. And now I'm into selling houses. My parents own Newkirk Realty, and they sold 2,000 homes in Sun City, Summerlin. So just following my family's lineage, I guess.
Beautiful, beautiful. What prompted you to get into real estate?
I was furloughed for COVID, and I had been thinking about getting into real estate for the longest time. And I finally just did it. And in my first year, I sold 33 homes.
Wonderful, man. Awesome to hear. And so, COVID hit. Your parents were. Did they start pushing you to jump into real estate?
My dad was sick and the office was closed. My mom was working. She hung her license at a small boutique across the street, and I kind of missed the boat for joining the family business. But I was working at the country club, saw all the new members coming in from California, and I really wanted my piece of that, and I went out and I got it.
Good for
Nice.
you, man. Good for you.
Thank
And
you.
I know the other guys on your team, the other ladies and gentlemen on your team over there at Willow Manor, and so you work with a really good group of agents over there.
Thank you.
Well, let's jump in. Show us the property you've got today.
All right. So I'm standing. I did that. I don't know how to turn the camera around.
That's all right. Just turn it to landscape
Just switch
mode.
it.
And
So
Perfect.
I'm in the kitchen of a home here in the Pueblo in Summerlin. And when you're in these two zip codes, 89128, 89134, an open concept between the kitchen and family room is a rarity. A lot of the time they have those build outs to put those old big screen TVs in that you have to demo to kind of keep up to date. But this is a big kitchen with an island, and the downstairs is all new flooring. We've got an office with some nice upgraded French doors and high ceilings when you walk in. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home near the intersection of Lake Mead and Rampart in the Pueblo and Summerlin North. I will show you my favorite part about the home. It's probably a little more affordable than the two that we saw. It's priced at $670, but it has a ginormous patio cover, a nice fire pit here, and it backs up to the Pueblo walking trail. As you can see, there's people out there walking right now. That's one huge advantage of Summerlin communities. Every single community has those walking trails, and you can go for a walk with your dogs and your kid, and not have to worry about cars, which is actually not that easy to find in all the communities here in town.
And I love that there are no houses behind this.
Yeah, that's a rarity, and that faces south, so you would not get the hot sun in the summertime. It sets in the west, and we will go upstairs. We got a huge master bedroom with a sitting area, which was common in the 90s when this house was built. And kind of a blank slate to do what you would want as a buyer. Plenty of space. Again, really nice view out those windows.
Erik, do you know who the builder was on this one?
I believe it was Lewis Homes in the mid 90s.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were bought out by
OGs.
KB, weren't they?
I don't remember. I don't know exactly, but they've been around a long time. I know Lewis Homes was a staple in this community for a very long time. One of the first real community home builders here in Southern Nevada.
Right. I actually grew up in a Lewis home across the street from this property. But one thing this property has going on is it's probate. The first gentleman who was on talked about probate deals and trust sales.
Yeah.
And what's unique about a probate sale, sometimes the sellers are motivated because they don't need the money to get into another property. It's kind of the end of the line. It's got a $31,000 solar balance, and my pal Mike, the listing agent, told me the sellers are willing to pay that off, and they're
Great.
pretty motivated.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah,
That's
they're
one thing
asking.
I have solar on my house, and I tell I know it's a big debate about for a lot of homes the value of it and what should be done and what should not be done with it. And I could tell you, if you do the right plan for solar, I think it's very beneficial for the house. And if they're going to pay off the solar on the sale of this house, that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be very helpful for the homeowner. And that $19 a month power bill is not a bad thing.
No, that's probably about $3,000 or $4,000 a year saved.
Yeah.
So when you really do the math,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Just
For
some
sure.
people have really good rates on their solar, and their payments less than
Mhm.
$100, and other people got screwed, unfortunately, and they're paying $300 a month for solar, and it's really hard to
Yes.
sell the house when that's going on.
But that's not bad. A $31,000 bonus or looking to pay off. That's helpful. That's a good piece of knowledge for that property for sure.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to do a price decrease in the new year as well. So 4-bedroom, 3-car garage in the heart of Summerlin. $670 is what they're asking right now.
It's a good
Awesome.
price.
Hey, if you just triggered something for me here, Erik. So sellers are looking to do a price reduction early next year. From a lending standpoint, and this is something I always talk about with realtors, is what you may want to look at is putting that money that you would put into a price reduction into a rate buy down for a buyer. One of the things that I've seen tremendously right now is rate is very influential. Buyers, if they're sitting on the fence, they're not sure if they want to buy or not, but they hear they could get an interest rate in the 5s. Sometimes that's the tipping point. So we could take that price reduction, take that money, instead of reducing the price, put it towards a interest rate reduction and promote the interest rate reduction.
Mhm.
Promote the interest rate to try and get those buyers off the fence to jump in. Something to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the 9 out of 10 people buy based on what their payment's going to be.
Exactly.
They don't always look at the purchase price. and the resale value. They think, hey,
Yeah.
can I afford this? Because this is where I'm going to be for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I buy a house. It's the same thing when I buy a car. Like I buy a payment that I can afford, that I know that I can live with. And now granted, there's the financial aspect, like you mentioned, about how much of equity you'll be able to build in the house. But when we hear about people talking about even a 50-year mortgage, that could be something on the horizon. You know, if I can afford a payment, I need a place to live. And I'd rather build, even if I'm building a little bit of equity at a time, I would rather spend the money to build equity for myself than for my landlord.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when you look at the price reduction or the monthly payment, if you reduce the sales price versus taking that money into a interest rate reduction, it's a much greater reduction when you do the interest rate instead of putting it
Absolutely.
towards the purchase price.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I sold a house for 533 a little earlier this year. We got 12,000 from the seller, and they put 5% down. That knocked their payment from almost 4,000 a month to 3,100 for the first year.
There you go.
It's a
And
big
then
deal.
it crept up to 33 and topped out at 35 for years 3 through 30.
Yeah. There you go.
When
Perfect
they
way to
were
use
looking
it.
at 4,000.
So this is it's a probate property.
Mhm.
Will it have to go through the whole probate process?
Yeah. Or where
Yeah,
are you in
so
where are we in the process of the probate for the client?
it already has the approval, and the file is ready to go. It just needs 45 days to close. We Mike on our team is linked up with a new probate attorney, and he's given him 6 properties to sell, and they're all 45 days is what we've been told.
Great. And that's important to know. You know, a lot of people will shy away if they know about probate, they'll shy away from it just because of the time frame on getting getting it closed. So if you know where you are in the process, that's awesome. Really helps the buyer.
Absolutely. I had a 7-month probate 3 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not even the longest. I'm dealing with one with a client right now that they've been dealing with it for well over a year. But
Wow.
happens that way, and it just depends on what, again, where they are in the process. But if they're only if the file is ready to go and it's already approved by the court and you're 45 days out, that's great. And it's something that your escrow team definitely needs to know, and they'll be able to take care of that for you.
Absolutely.
well,
Right
cool,
on.
Erik. Thanks for being with us today. What can our audience? What can you tell them more about yourself that if they're interested, they can reach out to you?
Well, I refer to myself as the extra mile guy. I've done things for clients that other agents can't say they've done. I really just won't stop until you have the key to your new home. I don't try to sell you anything you don't want, and I go at your pace, and I'm very knowledgeable about the market. I'm born and raised here, and would love to work with you. So give me a call, 702-767-6440. Remember, buy with the extra mile guy, Erik with Willow Manor.
I love it.
Awesome. And you're there till 3:00 today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, good luck today, and hopefully you get some offers in on that property. And thanks for joining us today.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Well, there you go, Paul. What do you think?
I know. 3 great properties. And again, we're really lucky to have them, just like last week, 3 different parts of town. You have something in the Green Valley area. That house right there is literally half a mile from Green Valley Ranch Casino in the district. And then you have something in the rural Northwest. I know where Andy lives, and I know that location very well. And again, big lots, big area, big space. And then of course, Summerlin. Anytime people are coming to town, they want to see Summerlin and they want to look at the area. And so we're very fortunate to have 3 different parts of town in a really, really concise and all very different properties.
Yeah. But it's interesting. 2 of them were probate. I think that's kind of rare.
Yeah.
For just random properties that we're showcasing that 2 of them are probate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, that is interesting, and we do have a large community of retirees here in town. So your escrow team, your lenders, everyone should be on top of how probate sales work. And it's nice that we have specialists like that to take care of their clients' needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, before we get out of here, any parting thoughts?
No, no, I'm just excited for the new year to come along. And, this is typically the slower time of year for the agents. Like we talked about Carmen's listing, for example. Ton of people went through the house, but not any offers on it, which I thought was really quite interesting because it's such a gorgeous remodel. And December is a slower time as where people don't want to put offers on homes when it really is something they should look into. And they should look at making those offers now because what's going to happen January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all of a sudden everyone's going to go, okay, I'm ready to buy now. I'm ready to buy now. And then instead of just one offer being on that property, maybe this week, now you might have 2 or 3 offers on a property that is going to add a little bit of competition for the buyer. And that's always a little tougher in the beginning of the year. And then especially once we get into the spring. So now's a great time as any to purchase a home. And hopefully all 3 of these get looked at today and they get something going.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we do our future Mangwell Market Minute, I want to come back to the active number of listings because just like you said, probably next weekend, we're going to start to see activity pick up.
Yeah.
Always happens.
Yeah.
And just like I was going to say about Carmen's property, this is the perfect time for someone to go buy that before the market starts to pick up next week after the holiday, after New Year.
Absolutely. So let's keep that graphic, and then we'll just keep them week to week and kind of look where that grows. And maybe we come back a month later and see what that looks like, the median price. I have a feeling that median price is going to stay about where it's at. I don't see a lot of it going down, but I do think we will see some more. I think we'll see the median price stay about the same. I think we're going to see the days on market come down just a little bit, but I also think we'll see some little bit more inventory popping up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Paul, thank you. Another great week. We'll be back at it next Saturday, 11 a.m.
100%. All right, man. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you soon.
See you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, John.